Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So some pretty horrible news if you are a New York Knicks fan. There are reports going around saying that Kristaps Porzingis very well could miss the 2018-2019 NBA season due to that torn ACL he suffered back in February of this year. So absolutely horrible news, guys. What I'm going to do is a 2-season rebuild of the New York Knicks, because I don't want to say there's like a positive thing, like a positive mindset about this. But I'm thinking, it's like, the thing about Kristaps Porzingis, let's bring him up here real quick, is that he is only 22. He's extremely young. The thing is that lower body injuries on really tall players are never a good thing. I mean, Yao Ming had to retire early due to having foot injuries over and over again. So hopefully, man, I think it's best that Kristaps misses next season and comes back 100% healthy, because he is so young. Just because, like, why take the risk? You know what I'm saying? And in the meanwhile, because honestly, like Knicks fans, do you guys think that you would have contended next NBA season? I mean, I guess maybe if you got yourself a good draft pick and stuff, then anything could happen. Maybe saw a nice free agent signing. But what this allows is it allows the New York Knicks to shift their focus towards developing their young talent out there. You know, the Frank Ntilikina's out there, maybe the Emmanuel Mudiay, whoever they draft in the 2018 NBA draft. Not only that, but while you work on developing those guys, next NBA season, chances are the team's not going to be in the playoffs and will be in the lottery. So you will get yourselves another really good draft pick. And then Kristaps Porzingis comes back healthy. All of a sudden, all your young players, they have minutes out there. They have experience in the NBA. Kristaps is ready to go out. You guys got yourself another good lottery pick, and that's exactly going to be the focus of this rebuild. It's just really going out there, man, developing our players and getting things set up and ready to go for when Kristaps Porzingis comes back healthy and better than ever to this NBA team right here, guys. So like I was saying, a 2-season rebuild to get this going right there. This next season, Kristaps will be listed as injured on this game. And in the following season, we will play him as what probably will happen in real life. So let's go ahead, guys, go to the NBA draft. I have no idea what draft pick we are going to get. I guess one thing I should look into is probably the staff signing, because I know their head coach. That's kind of something they're searching for right now. Yeah, Jeff Hornacek is not the coach of this team anymore. I'm going to fire him real quick. I like the idea of David Fizdale. I think he would be a nice fit. I mean, I feel like that's what a lot of other teams want out there too. Now this Mike Budenholzer too, or Holzer, Budweiser, I'll call him, A- potential. That's very nice, just in the sense of developing talent. Jason Kidd's still a coach out there too. I mean, I would personally like to see Jason Kidd coach again. I just don't know if he's the right fit for this Knicks team, but I think I will throw an offer here to Fizdale, just because he has some really good success on the Memphis Grizzlies, and I still don't know why they fired him. I don't think it was warranted at all. We also got to find ourselves a better trainer to develop some of these young bloods out there. So I'm going to go with Lynch here, just because he does have an A training, which means 3 training camps, something that's going to be very important for this team going forward. So let's offer this up. Hopefully these guys sign right away. We do have David Lynch, so that's pretty important right there. So we'll sign him up. Fizdale's still thinking about it, and he's accepted the coaching job for the New York Knicks. Okay, let's go ahead and hit up that NBA draft. Okay, so we have the 9th pick in the draft. I'm definitely considering probably either a point guard or a small forward. So let's check out the players here. We do have Jaren Jackson Jr. He's a power forward. Wendell Carter. So I don't want guys like that, because while they are fantastic players, they also play the same position as Kristaps Porzingis. So we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We got Trae Young out here still. We also have Miles Bridges. So this is definitely going to come down to Miles Bridges and Trae Young. I'm not really sure which one I want, man. Just because, like, I feel like this team needs a small forward more. But at the same time, Trae Young has that next level point guard capabilities out there. But I really feel like Miles Bridges is the right fit here, guys. Just because, like, this team does have so many point guards. I mean, it's already got Trey Burke, who's balling out, Emmanuel Mudiay, Frank Ntilikina. So to add another point guard to that mix in a team that I think has Michael Beasley playing small forward right now, it just doesn't make much sense. So I'm thinking, guys, with this pick, I am going to go with Miles Bridges. He was a great player for Michigan State. I wish it was Mikal Bridges, but unfortunately, he was drafted already. So yes, guys, with this pick in the draft, I'm going to go with Miles Bridges from Michigan State. Okay, rookie signing. So Miles Bridges is a 75 overall player. We are going to accept him. Eli Okobo from France. I'm going to rescind his rights. I mean, I guess he's 71 overall. We'll actually retain rights here. He'll be back next season. Team player options. Okay, Enes Kanter declined his option. I'm kind of fine with that. The good thing about this is that we have a good opportunity to maybe get, shed some of the bitch-ass contracts and really work at rebuilding this team for the future. Qualifying offers, Damian Dotson. I guess I'll send it to a man. Why not? Free agency. Okay, so as far as free agency goes, no players I absolutely want to sign, since we are kind of in a, I don't want to say a tanking mode, but low-key, guys, it's a tanking mode out here. So unless there's some really good young players that, like a Jabari Parker. Yo, Jabari Parker on this team would actually be really nice, guys. I mean, we might as well shoot our shot at him. 6'8", power forward, can play the small forward position. It would be kind of an awkward fit, although I think eventually I would probably maybe just put Kristaps at center, Jabari at power forward, and Miles Bridges at the small forward position. So I'm going to offer him this out here. And okay, I mean, I got to get rid of some bitch-ass contracts. I know there's one that I'm already thinking of. Come on, Knicks fans, you know who I'm talking about. Right here, bitch-ass Joakim Noah. Gotta go, man. I don't even care what it's for. I'll take a 17th round draft pick. It doesn't even exist. Like, please just make it up. Okay, here we got lottery protect from the Jazz. I guess Noah going to the Jazz. He would actually be pretty nice off the bench for them, so I'll do that trade. It's 2021. Probably not going to use it this video at all. Next up, Lance Thomas, not really playing at all, so, you know, maybe we can get, like, a really cheap deal for him. Juwan Evans, I'll take it. Goes to the, and then Lance Thomas goes to the Clippers. All right. Besides for that, though, I'm still going to make that offer as Jabari Parker. I know it's 100% going to get matched. It always gets matched by the Milwaukee Bucks. Although I really don't think he's a very good fit there currently, but it is what it is, man. So here we go, Jabari Parker. The max I can offer him, I think, is, yeah, 24.94. Unfortunately, I will also give him that player option. Any other players? Julius Randle, really. Ooh, Aaron Gordon, another player that will probably get matched, 100% guaranteed. But I will definitely take him on the squad in New York if he decided to come here. Marcus Smart. Okay, yeah, nobody really else that I'm thinking here. I'm just going down the list, seeing if, yeah, no, there's not like any like good like prospects out there. All right, so both Jabari and Aaron Gordon said they would sign. Okay, so it's gonna take me over the cap, so I gotta renounce some rights to renounce there on Enes Kanter. I think that should probably do it for us. So that agrees. Okay, we are gonna try Jabari Parker first. He got matched. Orlando got matched by Aaron Gordon. I knew that was gonna happen. It's whatever. So not really too much to go to do in this offseason. I mean, point guards were good. Shooting guard, we got Tim Hardaway. Maybe a backup shooting guard, I guess. Because we still need to put like players on the court. Mario Hezonja would actually be a pretty nice fit here. He's another player that was a lottery pick. And maybe just needs a new chance. So I'll give him about $10 million for 2 seasons. I'll see what he can do for the team off the bench for us, guys. I still think he has some pretty good potential. 76 overall. 6'8", can make 3-pointers. So we'll give him the 2-year deal. And he agreed to that. All right, I don't really use Mario Hezonja on this game all that much, but I'll definitely give him a shot. Centers, I mean, Enes Kanter, I'm not paying him $26 million, guys. I personally don't think he's worth that. Maybe Knicks fans will disagree with me on that one, but I think for now, let's just give the contract offer to a, you know, I'll give Greg Monroe a 2-year deal, I guess. Why not? If he decides to sign. He does not. He goes to the Portland Trail Blazers. Actually, not a bad fit. Willie Reed, no. You know what, man? Give me Brandon Wright, I guess, for 2 seasons, minimum deal. I'm sure he'll sign that. Yes, he does. We also got to get Trey Burke back just because, like, why wouldn't we? Red Man, he's a beast. He's a beast. I'm going to give him a 3-year. I'll give him, like, about $3 million a season. I think he's definitely warranted that type of contract. And, okay, he signs up for that. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. So I do have 3 training camps to use. I'm going to use those real quick. Untapped potential. Let's use one on Miles Bridges, of course, because he is, like, supposed to be, like, a future star in the NBA. So hopefully that will make him a bit quicker. His own job, I want to use one on him also just because, like, I still think he's that type of player. Could at least be a really good role player for us. And finally, let's use this last one. Let's go with Frank Ntilikina here just because, like, I do want him to be the point guard of the future of this team. I still don't know if that's going to be the case or not. He might just be, like, a really good 6-man in the future. Yeah, so we will advance to next season. Let's go to our lineups here. Okay, so his zone job, we put him at small forward. He goes to 78 overall, so I'll probably use him as a backup right there. Although, no, because he's going to be trying to start over Miles Bridges. I definitely don't want that. Okay, we'll be good with that. Emmanuel Moody, yeah, we got Frank Ntilikina still. Let's put Trey Burke, actually. No, actually, can Emmanuel shoot at all? Probably not really. You know what, man? I'm going to try Trey Burke as a backup shooting guard. I'm going to go with that. He goes to 76 overall, so that's fine. I know he's only 6'1", but Lou Williams is also short. Just because I do want to give Emmanuel Moutier some minutes also. So, yeah, Moutier, let's switch him out real quick here with Frank Ntilikina, but he's still going to get his minutes. Ron Baker, not going to get any minutes. Courtney Lee, kind of got a bitch-ass contract, but it's all good. 10-man rotation. All these guys are going to get their times out there, so, yo, they want to put them out. I don't got power forward, guys. Okay, I got to switch things up real quick. Let me do this. Actually, you know what? Miles Bridges, nah, there's no way he can play power forward, guys. That's not going to work out. Let's go ahead and put the man Kylo Quinn at power forward. Then we'll start Brandon Wright. I'm definitely good with that. And then Emmanuel, like I was saying, we'll switch him out with Frank Ntilikina. Take away Ron Baker's minutes. Give those to Emmanuel Moutier. At least quite a few minutes here, just so everybody gets a chance to play, develop, all that good stuff out there. All right. This team's absolutely horrible this season, guys. It's definitely not a good team, but I do think that all these guys getting minutes is going to be good for them. So who knows how the season's going to go. Let's go ahead and simulate it, guys. I'm really hoping for literally like last place in the Eastern Conference. Okay, so now that I think about it, I think I'm actually going to put Frank Ntilikina in the G League. Just because they seem to develop a lot quicker when you do that. So I'm going to do that real quick here, guys. And then I think I'm just going to give Trey Burke the continuing start at point guard for this NBA season, while Frank Ntilikina works on his game over in the G League. Okay, so not a great NBA season, thankfully. 19-62, 15th in the Eastern Conference. I don't know if I've ever said that in a rebuild video before, but I was definitely embracing the tank right here. So similar to day against Cleveland Cavaliers. First another L on the season. Russell Westbrook MVP, DeAndre Ayton Rookie of the Year, Nikola Vucevic 6-man, Giannis Defensive Player, De'Aaron Fox Most Improved, and Steve Kerr Coach of the Year. I'm not expecting to see a single one of our players on here. Maybe Miles Bridges on the All-Rookie team. And okay, so yeah, both of the Bridges get that. Are they actually brothers, guys? I'm just wondering that because they got the same last name. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and check out the player stats, see how all these players did. I'm not expecting like any great stats, but Tim Hardaway 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Miles Bridges in his rookie NBA season at 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. So pretty solid out there. His zone show was nice off the bench. Brand Red did okay. Looked like a nice bench player for this team in the future. Emmanuel Mudiay 10 points a game, 4 assists. Trey Burke doing things at the shooting guard position. And Frank Ntilikina is now up to an 80 overall. He was in the G League for the entire NBA season. So right away, guys, he's going to be our starting point guard this next NBA season. Let's simulate these playoffs to go, though, and get to this next NBA offseason, just because this is where the meat of the rebuild is at. Now it's time to actually build a contender and get that next big-time draft pick. Hopefully it's a top 3 pick, but you never really know with the lottery these days, especially, you know, it seems like sometimes the NBA guides don't shine nicely on the people that tank, you know what I'm saying? So let's go to this NBA draft and see what pick we have. Okay, so we have the 3rd pick in the draft. The Portland Trailblazers number 1 and the Dallas Mavericks number 2. I don't know what position I want, guys. I mean, as far as like players here, we got Nasir Little. He's a small forward from North Carolina. I know he's supposed to be really good. We got Keldon Johnson, Zion Williamson. The thing is that like a lot of these players we don't absolutely need on our squad. I mean, if anything, a lot of these guys are probably gonna be bench players. I'm kind of thinking Zion Williamson. Maybe we can put him at power forward and then put Kristaps at the center position. That's definitely the way to go, I'm thinking. Now, Bobo here from Oregon, 7'3", ceiling James Edwards, floor Robin Lopez. I think he can make 3-point shots. He has a C and a 3 making abilities. 25 points per game, 9 rebounds, shot 43% from 3. So we could really go for the demigod front court with him and also Kristaps Porzingis. He's 7'9". Just because like Zion at power forward, I don't think I absolutely want to do that. I mean, I think he's going to be a good NBA player. I just don't think he's going to be a very good power forward. You know what I'm saying? Keldon Johnson from Kentucky, a shooting guard. We already got Tim Hardaway for that position. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to go Bobo with the 3rd pick overall in this NBA draft. 7'9" wingspan. Okay, here we go. Rookie signing. So depending on how the season goes, I might actually need to do a 3rd season just because like I want to see how this team comes together. So yeah, man, Bobo, 78 overall, perfect. We'll accept him. Kenny Wooten from Oregon, we'll sign him up. Killian Tilly, no. Ellie, no. So yeah, I'm good with both of these players right here. Team player options, Frank Ntilikina, we're going to accept that. And Juwan Evans doesn't really play, so we will decline him, let him go to a different team. Let's go to the qualifying offers. And Emmanuel Mudiay, backup point guard. I'll definitely accept him right there. Kristaps Porzingis, will extend that to him. I don't know if he'll accept it. Hopefully he does, because it will save us a lot of money. Moratorium period. I feel like maybe I should just like throw him the contract, you know what I'm saying? Because all these other players I don't absolutely want to go for right now. So I'm gonna have to pay Kristaps eventually anyway. So yeah, man, let's throw him the contract here. Just get him on the squad. I mean, get him locked up for multiple seasons. So hopefully he's back better than ever, healthy and everything. I'll give him like that right there. Hopefully that can get him done. Yeah, we got him on the team. All right. Good with that. Anybody else I really want? I mean, not really in particularly, guys. Let's go ahead and get out of this moratorium period. Maybe I'll go for like some backup players, but even our bench unit, it's still pretty damn good. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, so with Kristaps Porzingis back in the lineup, this is what the lineup actually looks like now. Frank Ntilikina, Tim Hardaway Jr., Miles Bridges, who is now 78 overall. We got Kristaps at power forward and Bobo at center. Off the bench, we have an 80 overall Super Mario Hezonja with Trey Burke, Brandon Wright, and Emmanuel Mudiay to round out our 9-man rotation. Then some other bench players out here too. This team right here, man, was last place, in the Eastern Conference Finals. That being said, though, they didn't have, Bobo on the team. Kristaps was out. Frank Ntilikina was playing in the G League. So I think this team right here, they're definitely not a championship team yet, but I'm thinking we could make the playoffs maybe as like a 7th or 8th seed, or 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. Okay, so the team definitely is not where I wanted it to be yet. 36 and 45. We are not going to be making the playoffs this season. That's okay though, I guess. I mean, the team is still extremely young, so it's whatever. Bobo did get Rookie of the Year, so that is a good sign. 16 points and 10 rebounds per game with 3 assists and 2 blocks. Shot 39% from 3, so we are going to continue to develop him as a player on this team. Here is the All-NBA teams for you guys to see. I don't see Kristaps anywhere. I'm kind of curious what kind of numbers he put up though. Let's go to the player stats here. We got Kristaps at 22.7 rebounds per game. Bobo, we know his stats. Miles Bridges at 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Ntilikina, a nice 14 points, 4 or 5 rebounds, 6, 7 assists out there in his first NBA season, starting for our team here, I should say. Here is the rest of the stats. So yeah, this team definitely, I don't know, man. It's got the potential. I think I got one more season left in me here to see what we can do with them. So let's simulate these playoffs. Get to that offseason. Once again, we are going to get a good draft pick, so I guess that's a positive about this. Once again, though, like free agency, it's not going to be too much going on there anyway, just because our team's good, guys. We just got to continue to trust the process and work on them. But let's go ahead and hit up that NBA draft. Okay, so at this point, I did not really know like who the players were in the draft, so I just went with the best available. Charles Bassey, he is a 7-foot power forward, I believe. From Texas, and as far as his stats go, I really don't know what he does well out there. Not really a shooter, so maybe he's good at defense and things along those lines. Looks like he's pretty athletic with the 78 driving dunk. Rebounding definitely shows potential. He's got an 80 shot block, so yeah, he should be good off our bench defensively for us. So yeah, we got him accepted. Kevin Porter Jr. Are you related to Michael Porter Jr.? Because everybody's a freaking junior in that house then, right? Okay, team player options. Let's go with Frank Ntilikina. Will accept him. Tim Hardaway accepted his $19 million contract. Got Miles back and also Kenny Wooten. Qualifying offers. Pierre Jackson, not going to extend that to him. Free agency. Okay, here we go. So what position do we really need? Once again, not any really great players offered. I mean, some solid players. It looks like Hezonja, he's going to want a better contract this time around. So I'm going to offer it to him though, just because like he was nice off our bench. I still think he's a work in progress. So JJ Redick for some, 3-point shooting. We can probably get him for pretty cheap here. So I'll give him about $6 million for 2 seasons of his services. He is 36 now. Also, we got him on the team also. Okay, we cannot get him back. Let's renounce that, right? Okay, still can't do it. Renounce everybody. Okay, so we got him. And okay, also Mario Hezonja. Fine there. I'm going to go ahead, guys, for the sake of keeping this video, from not being 2 hours long, similar to the beginning of the NBA season. Here we go, Knicks Nation. This is our season to succeed. Frank Ntilikina, 86 overall. Tim Hardaway, 81. 82 overall for Miles Bridges. Kristaps at 90 overall with Bobo at 82. Bench is looking great. This Bassey dude can also play center, so I'm fine with him. Getting about 24 minutes a game. We got Hezonja at 25. Trey Burke at 16. And Wayne Ellington getting 11 minutes per game. JJ Redick did not end up signing with us, sadly, but it's all good. So let's go ahead and simulate this final season. And I'm thinking we got to at least be in the playoffs, right? I don't know if we're a championship team, but we definitely could potentially make a run at it. So let's submit this season, guys. See how good this Knicks team can really do. Okay, so this final season, a record of 46 and 35, good for 5th place in the Eastern Conference. The good thing is that the Eastern Conference this year, I can't tell if they're actually really strong or really weak. It actually looks like it's pretty strong, but with that being said, we are also one of the top teams, so I really do think anything can happen. Similarly through date against the Raptors, with the W right there, still 5th place in the Eastern Conference. Here is the awards for you guys all to see yet again. And see if we got any of our players making it. Maybe Ntilikina will make the all defensive team or something like that. Kristaps All-NBA 3rd, so that's definitely a good sign. And then defensive, okay, yeah, none of our players there, whatever. Player stats on the season. We got Kristaps at 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. Bobo at 17 and 11 and 3 assists, 2 blocks. Ntilikina, once again, pretty similar numbers to last season. I can't believe he's only 22, 87 overall. Miles Bridges and Charles Bassey off the bench, man. Like, I'm going to call him Charles Beastie out there because he was beasting. Tim Hardaway at 11 points per game. So, all right, man. Here we go. Playoff time. First round, the Charlotte Hornets. Simulate current round, see how this goes. And okay, got 4 games to do. I'll hold my breath there for a second. Bobo beasting out, man. 28 points and 10 rebounds with 4 blocks. 20 for Tim Hardaway. 17 and 10 for Bassey with 15 for Miles Bridges. Here is the closeout stats for the Hornets team. Not looking all, I mean, they look decent, I guess. Damn, Kemba's still out there, man. He's only 30, so I didn't realize he was that young. Next up, the 8th seed Toronto Raptors, who actually upsetted the Philadelphia 76ers. I'd much rather face against this old Raptors team than that Philadelphia 76ers team, so thank you for that. Simulate current round. And why the fuck do I even talk sometimes, man? Like, unbelievable, man. How the fuck is AC gonna go out there and beat the number 1 seed and then beat the number 5 seed like that? Seriously, bro. Oh my god, like, they had their freaking, fairy tale moment. They were supposed to lose in the second round. Like that UMBC or UNBC, whatever the team is that was freaking in March Madness, the 16th seed. Unbelievable, guys. Oh my god, Frank Ntilikina beats it out. Like, well, I mean, I can't even say nothing, bro, because I always complain when I lose to the Warriors. Our team got beasted up by the Toronto Raptors. I mean, I know, like, age and veteranness probably played a factor in this one. But we got Timberwolves, Milwaukee in the NBA Finals 7-game series. Minnesota wins against the Bucks 4-3. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me just say, I hope Kristaps, comes back healthy and better than ever. But you know what, man? Keep your chin up, guys. Knicks fans, just work on trust in the process, and you'll get there in the end.